Hey, Dwight Clow here, and we are talking about the gift of your influence. This is day 7, and today we're starting to unpack your 6 unique qualifications. And by your unique qualifications, what I mean is that no one in all of human history is designed to make the difference that you are designed to make. You are uniquely qualified to bring good into your world, and you are uniquely qualified to make the difference that you are designed to make. Anyway, nobody can have your influence, and to start with that, I just want to talk a little bit about my wife, Kim. We had been married for, 5 or 6 years, and one day we're just paging through a magazine, and she came to this IQ test, and started buzzing through it, and I just never thought of my wife as, I just thought, just a regular person. And she went through this one question, she said, oh, that's easy. And then another question, that's easy. And pretty soon she had aced this entire test. And each time she went through a question, she just said, that's easy. And so sometimes, the people closest to you, they have qualities and they have qualifications that you don't even realize that they have. I've often said about my wife that every good idea I've ever had, she had 6 months earlier. And I'm sure that she's smiling as she hears this, because it is so often the case. She has a great idea and it just doesn't quite penetrate until later on. Well, anyway, one of the important things that I learned from my wife was the importance of entering somebody else's world. And this came in so handy and was so valuable and continues to be valuable as we have raised our 4 kids. And because of learning to enter their world, that wasn't my natural mindset. My natural mindset was, hey, child of mine, you need to enter my world and you need to talk about the things that I want to talk about. But she helped me to understand, mainly by her example, that that's not how it works. If you want to establish a relationship with someone, you need to enter their world, be interested in the things that they're interested in. And so as a result of that, I've watched countless survival videos with one of my kids. And I've talked hours and hours about urban planning with another one of my children. And I've listened to story after story about medical issues and medical interventions, and talked about all kinds of medical terms with one of my other children. And another child, we've talked in detail about plot ideas for different fantasy novels, many of which will probably never be written, but still, that was her world, and some of which, of course, will be written and have been written. And so I learned this valuable lesson about entering somebody else's world. And now, it could be that you're thinking, Dwight, of course, I know that, everybody knows that, and you may already be much, much better at it than I am, and that may be one of your innate qualities. So the question I'm going to ask you is, why did I learn that from my wife and not learn it from you? And the answer is very simple. The answer is your first unique qualification, and that is circles of influence. You are uniquely positioned, and nobody else has the circles of influence that you have. And by circles of influence, I'm simply talking about those concentric circles of relationship, the people that are closest to you and the people who are not as close to you, like family, your closest friends, your other friends, co-workers, acquaintances, people that maybe you've met once or twice. These are all circles of influence and circles of friendship. And because nobody else has your exact same circles of influence, you are uniquely positioned to make a difference in other people's lives. So qualification number one is your circles of influence. And now you might say to me, but Dwight, I have no close relationships. I'm not really close to anybody. Don't have any family or close friends. Then my statement to you is that's job one for you. Learn everything you can about building close relationships and go out there and meet people and ask God for guidance and develop those close friendships. As one of the purposes of the church is to connect you with people that can be like family and close friends for you. If you're not in a small group, a church home group, you probably should be, because those are where some of those quality friendships are going to take place. Or you might say to me, well, Dwight, I have close relationships, but I've blown it. I've messed up my life. I have absolutely no credibility with the people that are closest to me. And again, the really nice thing about that is as you rebuild your life and as you rebuild that credibility, guess who's going to notice first? If it's the real deal, the people that are closest to you are going to notice first. And yes, it will take time. It does take time for trust to be reestablished. But the people that are closest to you are going to realize that something amazing is happening in your life. Now, I just want to note that sometimes people close to us are toxic, and we do, as a matter of prudence, need to distance ourselves from them. And I'm not saying that you should go back into an abusive relationship or some kind of toxic relationship. But that set aside, you're going to make the biggest difference with the people that are closest to you. And I can't take your place. Nobody can take your place, because nobody has your exact circles of influence. Anyway, next time we're going to talk about your second unique qualification. And this is one of the most amazing and one of the most misunderstood qualifications. I think you're going to be amazed as we start to unpack that. So that's for next time. Meanwhile, I do have a free gift for you. It's at my store, which is at kim51.com. That's KIM51.com. Have a great day. See you next time.